Hey guys, my name is Trey Cooper, and today we will be going over the JSON library. So, what we'll be using the JSON library for is to map our JSON to actual Java objects. So, let's say you have a web service that returns JSON data, and you need to map that into a Java class, then you can use the JSON library for this. And I will show you how to use that today. The first thing you need to do is import this dependency right here. So you need to import the com.fasterxml.jackson.core jackson-databind library. And I'm using version 2.10.3. So once you import that, we can begin. You can create a POJO class, just a plain old Java object, and I would recommend that you start off with just using just primitive types like I have here. I just have two strings, so you can use integer, double, anything like that. So you use primitive types so you can just get a feel for the library, and then you can start adding more complex types in later. So let's go ahead. This is just a regular class. It just has some basic constructors, getters, and setters, and a toString method for us to print it out. So let's go ahead and go to this class I named Jackson. You can name it whatever you want. This is just going to be the class we're going to actually be doing the stuff in. So what we need for Jackson to map objects is an object mapper. So this class comes from the Jackson library, and you can just use it now. So what we're going to do is make a static object mapper. I'm going to set it to a new object mapper. Just like that, you can import it. My mistake, forgot to give this a name, object mapper, and we're just gonna call it mapper. And then you can import it. Boom. Good to go. And then we're going to start off with this read values from JSON. So this is going to take this JSON object that I have up here, which just has our field set. I have color set to blue and size set to large. So we're going to read these values in and then store them into a shirt object. So let's go ahead and create a shirt. Call it new shirt. And then we're going to do mapper dot read value. And then you put the source in here. So our source is going to be this JSON string object that we have up here. And then the value is going to be the class that you want to map this to. So we're going to map this to the shirt class. So as you can see, we have the shirt class. Now you're going to get this error because you have to surround it with a try catch or use a throws declaration. I will use a throws declaration in this case. So once you do that, you have your shirt object that has been mapped from this JSON data up here. So as long as these fields match the fields in this class, then they'll get mapped. So let's do that. And then we can, let's just print it out. And we will print out our new shirt. All right, let's go ahead and run this. So we're going to call read values from JSON. And then you go ahead and do I'm just going to add another throws declaration. All right, so once that's saved, we can go ahead and run this. And it should print out color blue, size large. There we go, color blue, size large, and it's a shirt. So as we can see, we've successfully read in values from JSON. Now, let's go ahead and write values from our object into JSON. So we're going to convert our object back into JSON in this one. So we're going to take our mapper, and then we're going to call write value. And then here we're going to take an output source. So this output source can be a stream, it can be a file. There's a lot of different output ways you can look at. We're just gonna do, we can do both. Let's just write to a stream and then we'll write it to a file. So let's do write value out, and then so for this out we're gonna put system.out. So this is a print stream that's going to go to the console so we can actually just see. And then we're going to put the object, which I have created up here, this shirt object that's red and small. And we will use that object. So here you place the object, not the class. And then also let's add a throws declaration. All right. So that will write it out to the console when we run. And we can also do this same method, write value, and then on the out we can do new file. I'm going to just throw it in the target folder, and then I'll just call it shirt.json. All right, so we'll be writing it to this place into a file. And also we need to put the shirt object in here. All right. You got to import that file, Java.io file class. And now we have two ways that we are converting this shirt object into JSON. So let's go ahead and run this. I'm just going to do write values with it. I should actually call this to JSON. Write values to JSON. And then there are also some more declarations you need to add. All right. And now let's run this, and we should see that our target folder gets populated, and we should see it come up here in the system.out in the console. So see, we have red and small, exactly what we were supposed to have, and it's in JSON format. Now let's refresh our project, and here we go, shirt.json. And there it is in JSON format. So you can just use this Jackson library. You can play around with it, figure out all the things that you can do, and convert, you know, your JSON. I believe it works with XML and you know, some other formats. So just check it out, see what you can do and how you can convert this data. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more content from me, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys in the next video.